All right, so we got to see some Desmond Ridder here in an actual NFL game preseason football breakdown here. I thought he played all right. Let's get into. I thought he played solid. I thought there was some good. There was some bad. We're going to talk about all of it, starting off with the good. So let's start off with this play. This is, well, maybe good is not the right word. This is good by the Falcons offense, I think you could say. Maybe bad by the Lions defense. Basically, I thought a decent amount of where Ridder's good plays did come from a good situation, which you could swing different ways. You could say on one hand, he is running an offense the way you want to see him do. The obvious counter is, well, if the situation is so great, then it's not that difficult. But anyways, watch what happens, where this is the classic Arthur Smith play-action play, where you run a play-action, have a receiver run over the middle, you hope the linebackers move in, can throw over the top of them, get a completion that way. However, as you see right when this play begins, you're going to notice that, again, wide open. I mean, pausing it right here, it's blurry, but you can still tell. Very much open. This is not a difficult play from Ridder, but at the same time, he's making the correct read, which again is a bit of an easy read. But at the same time, like this is what Ryan Tannehill did to make him the leader in passer rating a couple years ago in the Arthur Smith offense. This is what Arthur Smith wants, is for a quarterback who's going to do the easy stuff, and doing the easy stuff. There's still value in that, but there definitely has to be we have to put things in perspective. Just because you gained a good amount of yards doesn't always, not all those plays are created equal, but still, good job. Now, moving over to these plays, like these are the ones that might have gone for similar amounts of yards, but to me or even didn't go for yards, but were more impressive in my opinion, where it's going to be a play action rollout to the bottom of the screen, and really it's going to be the deeper route in that direction that Ridder is going to end up liking. So first, you're going to notice that the play action works, right? Again, the play action doing its thing. Arthur Smith knows when to dial these up very well. He's a very good play caller. So for Ridder, who is going to be off balance running across his body, he's going to have to throw the ball deep down the field. However, as you see, he's going to do exactly that. He is a good athlete and he can throw off balance, and that was a good throw. Maybe it could have been a touch behind, but it was a good throw. He put it in a spot where a receiver had a chance to make a play, just wasn't able to do it. And you don't want to throw it too far behind because that's how interceptions happen. So to me, I would put this in the good throw, maybe not quite perfect, but still very good throw. And especially when you factor in he was, off balance, that's what makes it, maybe you could argue, a very good throw. There is also this next play, which is, going to be essentially the exact same thing. Watch as Ridder runs a play action once again across his body, makes a very impressive throw and gets it over there to nearly score a touchdown. They would get a touchdown on the next play, which was kind of a weird play. I almost showed that one, but it's not really that interesting in how he played. It was just kind of a weird play, but very good throw from Ridder. Now going over here, so this is another thing that we saw from Ridder that we expected to see. This is what he did in college. He's showing who he is, who he is, basically. What you do in college typically is going to be, to some degree, what you do at the NFL level. And watch what's going to happen once this play begins. Desmond Ridder is going to take the snap. He does run a play action, looks downfield, but this time the Detroit Lions probably have it covered up. Again, very difficult to tell sometimes with this stuff. I mean, the line of scrimmage was at the 25-yard line. You can see a slither of the 26-yard line on the screen. So I'm assuming it's covered up because Ridder is not going to throw it downfield. That assumption isn't always fair. Sometimes there is guys who are open and the quarterback decides not to throw it, but we'll just operate under that assumption for now. So instead, look at him just take off, and he's going to pick up a good chunk of yards right here. He's able to do a good job with his legs, and this is what we saw him do in college, is he can move. And I think that, there's a reason why some people were even comparing him to a Ryan Tannehill type before he even got drafted to a team that, has a coach who had success with Ryan Tannehill and Arthur Smith. It's because there are some similar skill sets you can see. Anyways, going on to something like this. So what we're going to see is we're getting into the negatives now. So this is 16 seconds left. You're trying to get into better field goal range. Because listen, Younghoe Koo is awesome. He probably has a good chance of making it from here, but you'd like to make it a little easier for him, make his job a little easier, I think. It's going to be a play where it's a cover 2 zone, and you see how there is sort of that gap right there. People, some people call it the honey hole of just sort of the sidelines underneath the safeties, that areas can tend to be open. Look at how, right when this play begins, Ridder takes the snap. He is going to throw it in that direction, and it's wide open. The one kind of thing I have to say, which I just don't know, is it's possible there is some sort of miscommunication or something. Maybe the receiver was supposed to cut a little earlier. That can always be the case, and that's kind of why it just is a little bit tricky sometimes. However, this throw is short. I mean, that's what happened there. So maybe it was a miscommunication. I am throwing out that asterisk, but probably it was just a missed throw. Typically, every now and then, 1 out of 20 of those will actually be a miscommunication. Typically, they're just missed throws. So, okay, a missed throw. Missed throws happen, but he did miss that throw. He also threw an interception that would later get called back due to a, personal foul, a roughing the passer penalty that was after the play. So I guess after when he got rid of the ball. So you can't use it as an excuse for why the interception happened. Although to be honest, I don't really know exactly why the interception did happen, just because we didn't see it and they didn't show any replays because they were showing the replays of the roughing the passer penalty. Look, Ridder takes the snap, and the second the camera gets over there, we're just going to see that the Lions defensive back is in front of the receiver. So I don't know exactly why Ridder made that throw. It maybe was similar to why Malik Willis made a very similar throw that was a dropped interception in his first game. This is kind of a mistake that young players will make, is not realizing how good corners are at jumping on out routes. That's something that they can do sometimes. So that would be my guess as to what happened. But again, I can't really say because I didn't see it. All I saw was right here. So yeah, that's mostly what I saw from Desmond Ridder. I had some plays of his, second half performance as well, because he played a lot in this game, which I wasn't expecting. But I ended up scrapping the ones that I had for this video just because I felt like I was just repeating what I already said, which, I'll do sometimes, but try to avoid. I did actually make a video about the Hail Mary thing at the end of the game. So that's on this channel, just a quick video about that. So if you want to check that out, you can. But yeah, again, as a whole, he, I think he checked all the boxes. He had some mistakes, certainly. He nearly threw an interception on that ending drive, which was similar to the one I talked about in this play, or in this video, excuse me. So that's something maybe you'd like to see not happen. But at the same time, he's a guy playing in his first NFL game. You're going to see some negatives. This is not going to be a perfect situation. You don't expect it to be a perfect situation. You just hope that he can not embarrass himself and then also show some flashes. And I would say he passed both of those tests. He showed flashes for sure. And I don't think he embarrassed himself. I don't think anyone would say that he did. And hey, you got the win out of it too. So a lot of Desmond Ridder, and I thought that he, you can see the Tannehill comparisons, right? I'm not going to say he's going to be Ryan Tannehill. That's too much pressure to put on someone who was a mid-round pick, who we haven't seen. We've only seen play in one preseason game, but you can certainly see the comparisons. So that's what I thought about all of this. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.